Hi, Darren Hall here from Bet72.com. Well, finally, the day has arrived and we've got the start of Euro 2016 kicking off tonight with the host France. Looking forward to that one. Looking forward really just getting the tournament underway. Seems to have been a build-up that's gone on forever and ever. But finally we can get stuck into some top action and obviously some top offers. The bookmakers have not disappointed us, and we've got plenty to be getting stuck into, well, over the next month. And you think it's a tournament, it takes us right the way up to the 10th of July. So many opportunities. I mean, I hope some of you have already taken advantage of some of the offers which have been going out already. And certainly there's going to be plenty more to come as we progress throughout the tournament. Lots of twists and turns. The obligatory elimination by England under a cloud at some point, but apart from that, we're going to enjoy the rest of the tournament and obviously look to make a few quid along the way anyway. But I don't want to get pessimistic before a ball's even be kicked. So I'll be putting my car flags on later and donning my shirt and ready for the Russia game tomorrow. But that's well in the distance. There's plenty of more opportunities to be had before then. And I think it's important to just emphasise that as well. Is we're obviously going to be making daily videos as we go along, and we'll be looking to just give you a heads up of the actual best offers of the day, both from a advantage play sort of angle and also from a trading point of view, which is the other big thing that we're really focusing on over this tournament. But it is a marathon, not a sprint, as the old saying says. So there's no reason to get too overwhelmed by the sheer number of offers. I mean, just for the tournament alone, we've got over 80 offers on the site now. Some of those are obviously going to disappear immediately the first ball is kicked, as we have a whole set of offers which apply to the outright side of the tournament. So that will be the outright winners and also things like top goal scorers, for example. So as soon as the tournament starts, then all of those are over in terms of being able to take advantage of them. So certainly what I would say is if you're interested in that sort of perspective of it and want to take a more longer term view, then do get across to Bet72.com and check out the Euro 2016 offers page. And we've got everything on there, and that's really the Bible for the next month. Anything that moves in the bookmaking world will be updated on that page. So certainly pick that up and take a look there. But the reason I'm not going into that too much is it's not really a side that I get too heavily involved with. I mean, we've had a few little price boosts along the way, and we've sort of built a bit of a book around the better prices that we've had, particularly on some of the more fancy teams that are going to give us a bit of a run for our money. And we might take one or two sort of longer term positions and look to trade out. But in terms of the actual offers, then really all the time we're just looking for good value, and a lot of the outright type offers don't really give us that much value, or certainly even if there is value, you've got to weigh that value up against the amount of time that your money's going to be tied up. Particularly if you're investing larger amounts and there are higher odds involved, then the amount of money that you're going to have to tie up, say in your betting exchange, is going to be quite a lot for the potential return. Particularly if it's like, as I say, it tends to have the offers which are centered around things like the outright winner market and the top goal scorer. And typically the favourite one for the outright winner market is if your team goes out on penalties, you get a refund. Obviously there's no penalties involved at all within the group stages in the first round, so immediately you're going to get no return or be able to do anything anyway for that stage. And most of the markets aren't going to settle until the final, or you're not going to get the refunds which are due, or the free bets, until the actual tournament is over. So that is a long time, and particularly you could be tying money up for a month just to get a £25 refund, for example, which to me, I can invest that money on ongoing offers, because there's going to be daily offers as we go along, and also from a trading point of view, rolling that money over on a regular basis, we can make multiple times that in the same amount of time we might have tied our money up for that period of time. So even though there's a lot of offers there, you do have to look at the value of them. It's not just free money is obviously good, but you may be able to get better free money elsewhere. So it's important to recognise the value in the particular offers you're doing. So that will be the outright side of it. And again, we'll take a couple of speculative positions, and we already highlighted that on one of our emails that went out earlier today. We have a little bit of sort of trading that we're looking to do, where we'll take a few positions, we'll back some teams, we'll lay a couple of teams, and then we'll look to adjust the book as we go along. I mean, the advantage again, when you have, if people are perhaps more used to just doing standard, 2 selections or 3 selections type markets, and it might be the over and under goals market, or where you've just got the win draw win market, where you've got a large number of selections, then really the key to managing those positions is that you can offset some of the positions between the other I was going to say runners in the market. It's not a horse race, but it's the same principle anyway. You're very much sort of building a book, and your idea is you get towards very much a no-lose position, and you're typically playing the role of the bookmaker, and you're just building yourself up a nice, steady sort of profit as the tournament progresses and unfolds. And there's lots of different ways you can do that. It's not just on the outright winner market, for example. Remember, we've got things like group stages here, so we could look at teams who are going to qualify from the group. We could look to, we watched the video earlier, I've put it on the site as well, from Peter Webb and Bet Angel, and again about trading and looking, say, at a trade where you'd look to lay very low priced teams to qualify out of a group, because you're always going to get someone who's going to be very slow at starting, usually England, but certainly there's an opportunity there to sort of trade. Again, that's something that we're focusing on very much on the site, and you'll see a lot of content unfolding as the tournament progresses on that. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that I'm not really looking to tie my money up in a lot of the refund type bets over a longer period of time. This is very much a sort of unless there really is a good sort of standout offer or a massive sort of standout value price, then we tend to avoid those, and we will just take the individual positions as we go along. And particularly for people who are starting out new as well, it's quite attractive to go in and perhaps take some of these positions. But again, it may tie your bank up, and that then doesn't allow you to get involved with some of the other offers which are coming. And we'll see when the dust settles, once the first game has gone or the tournament's kicked off, we'll adjust obviously the offers on the site. Some of those will disappear straight away, and then we'll get a feel for what we're going to see on a daily basis. And the second thing that sort of brings us on to a second side of what we're doing is the daily offers. So that's going to be offers that apply to each individual game, or a collection of games. It might be all at the group stages, it might be latterly once we get things like penalties and that involved in the knockout stages, but also the other ones, the refund ones, like money back if it's 0-0, that sort of thing, money back if England lose. There's a couple of companies who've got that, and that sort of thing. So again, they're going to be ongoing offers, and there's a lot more value and opportunity within those, because we're just recycling the opportunity much more than just taking one position and letting that run right away through to the month. We've got no leverage as such on that. So that's sort of second stage, and the idea is basically we're just going to hone in. All the matches are televised, so we're not sort of differentiating really between whether games are big or small or not, because they're all going to have a general amount of liquidity for what we're trying to do anyway. So we haven't got a problem there. So we're just going to be featuring each of the games and which offers apply to the particular games, some best prices. Again, we've got other partners on board for the duration of the tournament, so we've got some great statistical information which will help you in making your choices, and obviously again the trading angle with our friends at inplaytrading.com, which again, like I say, will be featured very heavily, and all of the sort of videos and additional opportunities will be centered around the in-play trading, and also using the offers in conjunction with the in-play trading. The third element of that, so there's sort of 4 strands to this. So we've got the outright markets, which, as I say, finish as soon as the tournament kicks off. We've got the daily offers, which go on as we progress along the tournament. The third option, and they're all online options, the third option is the shop-based offers. And a number of bookmakers, obviously got to be high street bookmakers, got to have a presence somewhere, will be offering certain free bets and bonuses which you can only play by physically going into the store. Now I know it doesn't suit anybody because it's geographical and it depends where you are. A big advantage to certain people who live in big cities that might have a number of shops on their doorstep. But likewise, there is an opportunity there, particularly if you've been hit by the bookmaker gubbing stick, which does happen to us all as we go along. So there's an opportunity perhaps to get involved with some of the offers. I mean, for example, Ladbrokes are going on refunds if matches are a draw for any of the home nations. So that's, there's much more interest in a sense of this can run a little bit more because we've obviously got the UK teams and the Republic of Ireland as well playing. So that naturally will help with the offers and mean there's much more. So do look out for those, and if you can, it's an opportunity, particularly if you're passing to just collect some very easy risk-free money again. And the fourth strand of it, already touched on it, which we're focusing on heavily, is the trading side of it. As I say, the inplaytrading.com guys, they're giving us a very special offer, which actually finishes tomorrow, the 11th of June. I think probably after the England game kicks off, a third off, or 33% off of their standard subscription for 3 months. Drop me a line if you're interested in that, Darren at bet72.com. I can send you all the details, you can get on board. Not only do we get access to the software, all the strategies on the site, but mainly access to the in-play trading green room, the chat room, where all the professional traders will be hanging out. And like I say, a lot of games to get through. There'll always be somebody in there. There'll always be some some opinions, some strategies, some tips, some shout out, a bit of banter, anything you like really, just to help you if you're going through. A great sounding board to go into, a great position to be in rather than trade any of the games in isolation. It's a perfect place to go along and trade. But as I say, there's a couple of special offers, so drop me a line and we can sort something out for you there. And that's really where we're going to be based a lot of the time online. We're going to be looking to getting a lot of these videos out. We're experimenting. It's a little bit of an experiment with some Facebook Live stuff. I'm going to do a couple of those after I've done this recording as well, just to point people in the direction. Again, the whole thing around social media gives us a good platform to give out any time-sensitive information as well. We might get some random price boosts, particularly in the run-up to games as well, and we need to look out for those as well. So just keep on top of those. Subscribe to obviously the Facebook, the Twitter, YouTube, and of course the mailing list at bet72.com. You get all the information there. And again, like I say, it is very much a marathon, not a sprint, so we're not trying to overwhelm people with all the information before we start. Just take a quick look at the outright offers if that's anything on there that you fancy, but what you'll find is it progresses as we go along. I mean, the important thing about that as well, not tying your money up for too long, not even mention the fact we've got Royal Ascot starting next week as well. So in the tie-up to the football, you can't forget there's all this other stuff going on as well. And again, there's a lot more opportunity to perhaps make money through some of those offers than perhaps tying big chunks of it up very long term. So the bank's only going to stretch so far. So it is a little exercise in money management as well, which obviously goes into a bit of a funnel as we get less and less teams that are actually there. But the idea is to use a lot of the offers, quick turnaround, get the money in the market, out the market again, and that then helps to build our float. We build the float, we can get involved with more offers, and before you know it, it's a very good snowball effect which can generate. So it's an exciting time. It's a lot different from anything. If you've not really been involved in one of these tournaments before, then you are in for a treat, because it's just constant. There's always something going on. There's always something happening. There's always something to discuss. There could well be some new strategies which come out as well, where we're looking at playing some of the offers against each other. So it's an exciting time, and certainly the best time if you're looking to get involved with Bet72. Of course, the other thing you're going to need for the offers as well is the Odds Matcher Pro software. There was due for a price increase. I've held it off as long as I can. I'm going to hold it off for the duration of the tournament. So just £10 a month now for anybody to get in. I don't think you'll find it cheaper anywhere else. You get full access to the software. We're going up to 50 bookmakers by the time the tournament kicks off as well. So you've got access to all the odds there to match the offers out, and also access to the private members Facebook page as well, which is where a lot of the the guys and girls within there this week have already collected some very good profits already, and we've got a lot of things on the go even within that forum as well. So well worth it, for a tenner, even if you just sign up for the duration of the tournament. You make that back on the first day, so a bit of a no-brainer there. Again, if you want any more information, Darren at Bet72.com. But that's really it. I just wanted to set the scene for what's sort of coming across. A lot of the other videos are going to be a lot shorter than this, and we're just going to give bish bash bosh, very quick bullet points to get people on during the day. But again, it's the same thing as usual. If there's any other information that you want, anything you want sort of demonstrated, spoken about, I can do face-to-face stuff like this. We can do stuff on the computers with screenshots and show you stuff in action, anything you like really. We just want to help people make as much money and enjoy the tournament as much as they can, because it's going to be pretty full on, like I say, particularly when we get the crossover with some other sporting events as well. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a big month, and really it's times like this where you can literally set your stall out for the rest of the sort of calendar year and the rest of the sporting year really, and it's opportunities like this which can allow you to move on to the next level. And I know I've had quite a few emails from people who are quite interested in looking at perhaps taking this on a stage, perhaps from a just a second income or a bit of a hobby, to doing it a little bit more seriously, perhaps looking at the ability to be able to even go full-time on certain aspects of it. So this is a chance for you to perhaps get a few extra quid in the bank. Obviously we've got summer holidays coming up as well, so that could be another reason for collecting stuff. But don't overlook any of the stuff that's going on. Some of it is so simple to do. I mean, there's a lot of doom and gloom painted around the industry, but there is still, a lot of pennies to be picked up from in front of the steamroller, which was one of the first quotes that got told to me, in terms of if you just keep collecting and taking up the little stuff, it's soon going to grow and you'll be in a good position. But anyway, I'm going to get off, see if there's any more offers to go on there. As I say, Darren at Bet72.com for anything and everything you need. Really looking forward to this. So you'll be sick of the sight on my face if you're not already, by the end of the tournament. But we're just trying to get as much information out there. So enjoy the tournament. But obviously, I'll see you again very soon. Okay, cheers. Bye-bye.